Hello there, Central Lakes College. English major Jeff Johnson here in a state of high excitement because I am completely ready to kick off the 2023 Medallion Hunt. Now, I've been doing this a long time, I think at least 10 years, but one can never be sure because time has a way of rearranging things. Speaking of that, I'd like to let you know too that this is the first promo video that I'm ever going to make that is not a complete pack of lies. This time out, I'm going to tell the truth from one end to the other. And I'll begin with an admission. I'm finally realizing that I'm in the early evening of my teaching career. I don't know how long I'll get to do this wonderful work. I suppose it depends entirely on how long heaven is able to vouchsafe my health. But I'm old enough to begin to ponder a little bit, what might I be leaving behind at CLC? On that distant afternoon, when I stroke out in E339 mid-sentence, what will be my legacy? And here I have arrived at an idea that I observe in William Faulkner, the idea that we bequeath things to the world. And I don't think it's too early for any of us to wonder about that. Maybe you should a little bit today. It'll probably do you some good. Well, to enumerate it a little bit, for one thing, there's my teaching life, which I have no regrets about. I have taught for 36 years now, tens of thousands of classes to thousands of students. But I can let you know something. On bad days, sometimes the work can feel a little bit invisible, right? A carpenter works 8 hours a day swinging a hammer, and he or she looks up at the end of the day and they can see something tangible that they can lay their hand on. There are moments where I'm standing in E339 wondering what I am exactly accomplishing. And thinking ahead a little bit, who will be that English major that will take up that piece of chalk I leave behind in E339 to occupy that room and my cozy little office? Might he or she have my devotion to the unfashionable Western canon? Who will at the college be talking about Aeschylus, Marcus Aurelius, Plato, Chaucer, Dante, Shakespeare, Shakespeare, Shakespeare? If no one steps forward, all my friends might leave with me. One thing I'll leave behind for sure, and I hope it goes on forever, is my Verse Like Water series that's devoted to poetry only. I have brought over 30 Tier 1 poets to the college in the Brainerd Lakes region. And I've also got a brand new podium that was just fashioned over at St. John's. That thing is going to last forever. It's made of solid black walnut. I think back too on things that I wanted to leave for the college. A long time ago, I tried to dream into being a far finer mascot than Raz the Raven. And I even made an appeal to both campuses. My idea was that we would disinter the head of Raz and mash up classical mythology with Minnesota mythology. I even created an equation. Myth plus myth equals awesome. And I wanted a mascot that looked kind of like this. And I wanted to call the mascot Icarus Bunyan. Well, that got shot down, and to this minute, I'm hurt and confused by that. And I'm also, to this minute, I'm angry at Raz, our current mascot. And when I see Raz, if Raz comes near me, I just want to punch that bird in the beak. And then I have to remind myself, there's probably a student inside the costume. Maybe don't. And as you can obviously guess, I hope that the Medallion Hunt lasts for centuries. Who will be running it 10 years from now, 50 years from now, 500 years from now? I want it to go on and on and on, quite unlike me. Well, I shouldn't even fret about it, right? I'll be sleeping in the earth. And let's just get to the contest and fill you in, honestly, on how it's going to go. Starting on Monday, you're going to get an email every morning at 9 o'clock. And it's going to be a link to a little YouTube video that I'll make with my quality camera. The clues will be embedded in those videos. You can just check your email, or you can subscribe to my channel. And be sure to like, comment, and share. That would help me a lot. It could be my YouTube channel, could be my ticket out of here. Wait a minute, I don't want a ticket out of here. I like it here. And the hunt is on. And you try to hide the medallion in a college that's comprised almost entirely of long corridors. When you find the medallion, if you find the medallion, contact Eric Hepner, the Director of Student Life, and he will have $250 in prize money in unmarked bills. And that's what we would call cash money, real money. And I wish you all the best. I know you're nervous. I know some of you are even a little bit frightened, but that's the idea. Just keep in mind, most of you are not going to find the medallion, but that's not what matters. What matters is a Hemingway idea. Pursuit is happiness. Best of luck to you.